Hi guys, it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. I'm sorry I started a little bit late. I had a bit of a misfortune before I started. I deleted some of the stuff that I had ready for the class, so I had to redo it very quickly. Alright, so I see we have quite a few of you already waiting, so that's awesome. We have Lolly. Hello, Vladimir. Hello. I can't read your name. I'm gonna say Mesa. I don't know. I have no idea what your name is because it's not in my alphabet. So if you can, just type it and I'll be able to name you correctly. English vibes. Hello. Hello. Maybe we. How are you guys? I saw Red was here as well. Nina is here. How are you guys? Khalid is here. Sergi is here as well. All right. Well, don't worry, Sergi. I was late too, so you're fine. Alright guys, so basically on Instagram, I think yesterday or the day before, I asked you guys what you wanted me to teach today, but the answers were so varied. There were so many requests that I thought I'd do just a kind of a little game day where we go over a little bit of everything. So that's what we're going to do. There's basically a total of 20 questions. I did that on purpose. That way we can give you a little score at the end. If you're competitive, you can try and get the highest score. If you're not, just go with the flow and do the questions. All right, so I've prepared different categories. I'll tell you that in a second. But before, you know what time it is? It's not the thumbs up time, don't worry. Now, it's just time for me to remind you that you could become a patron. How to do that? You just get me a cup of coffee at www.co-fi.com. So this is a contribution that would go towards either getting better materials, better lights, better mics, or to just create more content at a better quality in general. If you do that, you become the patron of the week or one of the patrons of the week, and you get a big shout out on Saturday during our weekly Saturday listening practice. All right, so like I said, today we're going to have a look at different things. We're going to have a look at some prepositions, fill in the blank type kind of activity. Then we'll have some word formation. I'll let you know what that is. We'll have a plain, simple fill in the blanks and some sentence transformation. So if you are preparing an exam, for example, the Cambridge exams, or maybe IELTS, you might be familiar with one of those things. My inspiration here was indeed the Cambridge exams, where you have word formation, sentence transformation, and this is really good because it tests your grammar and your vocabulary as well. So that's what we're going to have a look at today. Hi, EEU. So Nina, it's hot in Holland. Well, nice. It's really hot too here. It's calmed down a little bit. It was much worse at the weekend. We were close to 40, but we're just in the 30s now. Hi, Camilo. How are you? I love game like fun and functional English. Yes, exactly. You liked it. Good. Hi, English vibes. And Anna, you've just given your thumbs up. Wonderful. I'll ask you to do it again later. Alright guys, so let's move on to the first part of today's live. It is prepositions. Okay, so what I've done is I've written 5 sentences. Each sentence has a gap and each sentence requires a preposition. Now what I've done is I have written more prepositions than necessary on purpose to trick you. Otherwise, it's not fun, right? Boring. We have to make it slightly more challenging. So, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different prepositions, but we only need 5. So let's have a look at the first sentence. That was not supposed to be the first one. Well, let's just reveal them all then. Like I said, guys, I had a little bit of technical difficulties before starting the live, so some things might not be perfectly perfect. So please, I apologize and forgive me. Okay, I'm going to remove some of those sentences now because it's all in my face. So let's remove this one and this one and not this one, this one. And also this one. Okay, we'll go with the first one. Okay, so the first sentence is Isaac arrived work early this morning. Which preposition should we use? Oh, I see some people already writing it down. Okay, good job, guys. So Lolly and maybe we are both saying at. Okay, all right, maybe it's good. I don't know. I'll let you think about it. So we have at, over, against, towards, in, through, without, and to. Yes, and okay, you're all saying at. Good, very good, guys. Very good. So let me write it here. Because yeah, that was an easy one. I know. Okay, well done, guys. Good job. So let's move on to the next one. Which one is it? Well, it's not this one for sure. Neither this one. It's this one. Okay, so we have Jacob was feeling lonely. Bella by his side. This is slightly Twilight inspired, as you can see, the names of the characters. So, what could it be here? Jacob... Wait, I thought I hadn't put the option for a second. Jacob was feeling lonely. Bella by his side. So what is the missing preposition here, guys? Let me know in the comment section. So Lolly, I think you're trying to say through. For which one? For the first one or the second one? Let me know. Okay, so English Vibes is saying without. Okay. What else do you guys say? Red Brandy Cherries is also saying without. Vladimir as well. Okay, good. Very good, guys. Maybe we. Good. Okay, you're pretty good with your prepositions, I think. So let's write the correct answer here. Good job. All right, I'm just going to call Winston because I hear him being naughty in the other room. So just a second. Winston, come here. Come here. Stay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just don't want him to destroy the living room while I'm teaching. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lolly. Good. The second without. Good job, everyone. Perfect. Okay. Next. Woo! That was the right one. So we have use the ladder that is leaning the wall. The wall. So the ladder is probably like this on the wall, right? So how are we going to say that? Which preposition are we going to use for that? It's Pella. Okay, sorry. Pella, that I know your name now. Good. So, use the ladder. Yeah, I know, he's very clever. He does eat books. Yes, he absolutely loves books. Anything that has paper, that's his jam. Absolutely. Okay, so here we have several. Ooh, okay. You're divided on this one, guys. So I see Pella is saying on, the same as Anna Rita. But Lolly is saying against. Vlad is saying to. We have over, against, on. Ooh, every single one is there. So think about my pizza. So if something is on, it has to be on. But the wall is not like this. It's like that. So it's not on the wall. I guess you could have frames on the wall, but they'd have to be attached to the wall. So it is not on. Because we have leaning as well. We have leaning as well. So what are we going to use? Any guesses, guys? Yeah, all right. I've seen a few of you guys, and yes, it is against. Leaning against the wall. Good. So let's put it here. Okay. Yes, exactly, Pilla. Against the wall. Good. EEU, you had it as well, so good job. Yep, definitely against. Nice. Okay, next one. That was a weird voice. All right, so we have, he was panicked as he saw a policeman coming him. So he's coming this way, right? He's coming this way. Which, to lean. Let me show you what it is to lean. I'm leaning against the wall. All right. All right, good. So let's go back to the other one. All right. Okay. I see Lolly's already answering. Good. All right, so yes, which preposition do we usually use to indicate direction? Okay. All right, so yeah, I see towards too. Most of you are using towards. Yeah, Lolly, make sure you put the yes. Good. And yes, guys, it's true. It is towards, coming towards him. Okay, in his direction. That's what it means. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah, most of you, Camilo, Lolly, maybe we. Good. Well done, guys. And then let's get on to the last one in this category. All right. So these first, the prepositions, that's a little bit easier than the rest. Okay. Don't worry. It's going to get more difficult. We're going to increase the challenge here. You could be leaning over something. Yes, absolutely. But the ladder wouldn't be over the wall. But yes, that's a possibility, Sergi. Absolutely. So our last sentence now is they need to drive the tunnel before they reach the destination. What's the correct preposition here? Any ideas? Let me know in the comment section. All right, Lolly's on fire today. Good job, Lolly. You said through. English vibes as well. Maybe we. Pela as well. Okay, that's an easy one. You guys are all answering this one right. Let's change it. So the correct answer was indeed through the tunnel. You go through the tunnel. Very good, guys. Well done. So this was the first quarter of what we're going to do today. Okay, so these were 5. We're going to do 20 in total, but we're now moving on to a different task, different activity. Make sure that you keep your score. Keep score, okay? Write down your points so we can see at the end how many you got in total. In Greek, you said tunnel with a U sound, so like in French, maybe tunnel, something like that, maybe? Don't know. Okay, good. So we're moving on to the second. Hello, Krishanu. How are you? All right, guys. So second part of the activity. This is going to be slightly different. Let me show you. Okay. So this is really in my face. As you can see, we have a sentence with a gap. But underneath, we have a word in capitals, okay? It's because you need to use this word to fill in the gap. But you need to change the word. Let's say instead of patience, we had important. Maybe the word that we would need could be unimportant, okay? You need to change the word itself. You need to change the nature of the word to fill in the blank, okay? So when you think about it, let's read the first sentence. Don't be so, You have to wait for your turn like everyone else. Now, before so, we tend to have adjectives, right? But patience is a noun. So how can we turn the word patience, which is a noun, into an adjective that would fit in our sentence? That's all I'm going to say. I can't tell you any more, otherwise it is going to give it away. So take a second and think about it. All right. Okay, good. 5 out of 5. Okay, good. Hello, Ivan. Nice to see you. Okay, yeah, good job, guys. Most of you have it. Impatient. Very important that you notice that we needed the negative. We didn't need patient. We needed impatient. So the first word, indeed, was impatient. Very good. Fantabulous. Okay, next word is, next sentence. I'm going to remove them as I go because as you can see, it's just like poking through my face. So let's remove number 1. Again, guys, if you arrived a bit late or you didn't get to see the first one, you can always go back on the live and just watch it again, okay? So let's remove number 1. Okay, so I'm afraid this is to pay everyone this month. Suffice, this is a verb, okay? But right now, we're looking at a gap that is before a noun and after the verb to be. So what kind of word are we probably looking for? Think about it. In English, what words go before before nouns? I think I gave the answer away. Well, let's hope you haven't heard it and that you know the answer. So what kind of word are we looking for? Okay, so I see Ivan's already on the answer. Okay. All right, guys, you're too good. Indeed, we need an adjective. Think about it. In general, after be, you have an adjective. I am happy. I am hungry. And you say a blue car, a lovely person before a noun, you have an adjective. So, okay, Krishanu, not enough is basically the meaning that you're looking for, but you have to use a word that comes from suffice. You have to change that word, okay? So it is not suffering, and yes, Pilla, we're looking for an adjective, and most of you have it. Indeed, guys, it is insufficient. Insufficient. Very good. I'm afraid there is insufficient money to pay everyone this month. Good job. Well done. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Which one is it? It's this one. So I'll remove the previous one as well again. Oh, this is like right in my face. Okay. It was very difficult for the refugee children to fit in at school. Okay, so what do you think, guys? We have literacy. Words that end in C are usually nouns. For example, democracy. Okay, so words that end in C are usually nouns. But again, we have a word placed before a noun. Before a noun. So what are we looking for? Again, we're looking for an adjective. Okay, so red, good job. So Pella, suffice means to be enough. It's enough, okay? And then maybe we be careful because it is before a noun, we need an adjective. And illiteracy would be a noun, okay? Yes, Bella, a lot of words come from Greek. Absolutely. Okay. Illiterate, yes. Well done, guys. Most of you have it as well. Very good. Illiterate. It was very difficult for the illiterate refugee children to fit in at school. Good job, guys. Well done. Let's move on to number 4. Hopla, and we'll remove this one again. All right. There was a smell coming from the kitchen that made my mouth water. To make your mouth water is to salivate. You know, when you're hungry, when you see dogs and they're looking at food and there's just drool coming out of their mouth, falling off. This is because their mouth is watering. Okay. All right. So, yes. Okay, good, everyone. I see a lot of you have the right answers. Perfect. Good job. Okay, so again, we have something before a noun. The noun smell, so we probably need an adjective. And in case we're not sure, if we look, it's coming after the verb to be again. So we have double reason to think that we need an adjective here. So which one is it going to be? Okay, so, I see some people thinking pleasant or unpleasant. If something makes your mouth water, Do you think it's going to be pleasant or unpleasant? Well, actually, let's think about it. Something could make your mouth, a smell, could make your mouth water, but a smell could make your eyes water as well. Which one's good? Which one's bad? What do you think? Winston is sleeping down here, so we're good, guys. We're good. He's not creating any problems. Okay, so what do you think? Do we need a positive word or a negative word here? If something makes your mouth water, it makes you hungry, right? If something smells bad, do you think it's going to make you hungry? Probably not. So we need a positive word here. We need... Haha, Lolly, you didn't read the end of the sentence. That's why. You need to read the full instructions. All right, so pleasure would be a noun though, Ivan. We need an adjective. Again, Nina, be careful. We need a positive word. Exactly. So the positive word is pleasant, okay? Most of you were thinking of pleasant or unpleasant, but you really need to pay attention to the sentence itself if you want to make sure that you are correct, okay? So here, there was a pleasant smell coming from the kitchen that made my mouth water. It made me hungry. And earlier I said something could make your eyes water. Sometimes when it smells really, really, really bad, it hurts your eyes and it starts making your eyes water. Okay? All right, good. Oh yeah, pepper gas is definitely not a pleasant smell. Have you ever smelled something like being gassed or, paper gassed or something? Is it called paper gassed? I'm not sure what it's called. You know those little things that you use as a defense mechanism. I've once smelt it. It was in the airport and there was some kind of protest. So the police had to release those gas things and it did make my eyes water. That was not nice. Yes, pleasurable also exists, and that's an adjective. But that has a slightly different meaning. Onions make your eyes water as well. Absolutely. Yes, if your mouth waters, you're drooling. If something makes your mouth water, it's mouth watering. You can use that as an adjective as well. Okay, guys? So let's do the last sentence. The last sentence of this category. Haha. Okay. This one you should be familiar with. You should get it right, I think. So, we finally reached or un about what to do with the money. We finally reached un about what to do with the money. So what do you think? Which one should we use here? How should we change agree to fit in the sentence? In this case, guys, we have an article just before this gap and there's no noun after, which means the word we're looking for is definitely a noun, okay? All right, Krishanu, be careful with the comments in the comment section. That one's a little bit borderline, okay? Okay, good job, everyone. Most of you are saying agreement. Exactly. I thought you'd be familiar with this one. Okay, we finally reached an agreement about what to do with the money. Well done. Agreement. Yes, exactly, Lolly. Good job. All right, guys. So before we move on to the next part of the live, the third part, it's time to give the video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a like. Give the video a like. All right, good. So now that you're giving the video likes, I'm going to move on to part 3. Just a nice little regular filling the gap. Shouldn't be too challenging. But part 4 is going to be challenging because I've used sentences from a C1 exercise. C1? What? Yeah. I trust you. I know you can do good, guys. I know. Okay, so let's move on to the third part. Fill in the blanks. I'm not going to help you this time. So for the prepositions, I gave you options. In this case, I am not going to give you any options, okay? It's up to you guys. So let's have a look at our first sentence. I've put the words that are kind of part of an expression, of the expression, in capital, okay? You need to be on the for pickpockets in this area. You need to be on the for pickpockets in this area. Just to help you out here, guys, know that you're actually looking for 2 words here, okay? You're looking for 2 words, okay? Good. Well, thank you, guys. Some of you had already given the thumbs up. Fantastic. Thank you. So, what do you think for this one? You need to be on the for pickpockets, and we are looking for 2 different words. What are they? So, it's not alarm, Sergi. That's basically the final goal, the goal. We're looking for something that basically means that, okay? But it's not the word we're looking for. Again, we need 2 words, one of which is a verb that you're very familiar with, okay? Does it mean to be aware of something? Kind of. It means, you need to be careful, aware, okay? That's what it means. So if you're doing things like that, what are you doing? You're doing things with your eyes. What do you do with your eyes? What am I doing? What's the verb? It's a common verb. The first word is a very common word. So, come on guys, you can do it. Winston, he just left. Winston, come here. Come here. Stay here. Don't do naughties. All right, any guesses, guys? So I guess this one's a little bit more challenging than I thought. The first word again, guys, what's the action you do with your eyes? Okay, so maybe you are close. It's not watch out. We are looking for out. Out is definitely one of the words we need. But the other one, yes, Vlad and Pella, it is look. The actual expression is, I forgot to write look as well. Is to be on the lookout for. To be on the lookout for. Ooh, I need to reorganize that. Again, guys, sorry, I did delete half of what I had prepared earlier. So that's why there's a few tiny little things that are not perfectly perfect. Okay? You need to be on the lookout for pickpockets in this area. And this means you need to be aware, you need to be focused on, you need to be careful with pickpockets in this area. Good? So I think this one is a word you're all learning, so that's great, okay? Remember, if you don't get it right, it's okay. It's just another opportunity for you to learn something new. Exactly. Good job, guys. Okay? Next one. Okay. Oh, wrong side. Plans are being drawn for a new shopping center on the outskirts of the city. The outskirts is the area that's either right on the outside or just outside of a city. Okay, that's what the outskirts are. Okay. So Sergi is saying C1 is very difficult for us. This one does not come from a C1 book. This one's just a mix. They might be a bit challenging, the ones I chose. It's the next part that's completely C1. But I can see how this is a little bit challenging. But again, guys, it's good. If it was all easy, you would not be learning anything. You should never have 100% right. If you're 100% correct, that means it's just too easy for you. Okay? So, what do we think about this one? So, obviously, we're forming a phrasal verb, okay? We're forming a phrasal verb. Okay, all right. So, English Vibes is saying up, Serge is saying out. Okay. Anybody else? What are your thoughts on this one? Anything? No thoughts? Agar? Agra-marine? Not sure what you mean by that, Red. Okay, so Anna Rita is saying down, drawn down. Not this one. Okay, so Cristiano is also saying up. So we have two people thinking that it's up. One for out and one for down. Ooh, Lolly's thinking out as well. All right, all right. Well, guys, the correct answer is up. Okay, so English Vibes is saying draw up is said about plans, and here it's a passive voice. Very good, because it says are being drawn up. This is a passive voice, absolutely. It's a present continuous passive voice, okay? It was a typo. Okay, good. It's okay, maybe don't worry. And again, if this is even a little bit too challenging for you, that's okay. But at least, even if you're not memorizing it, you're becoming familiar with those things. You're seeing more words, you're hearing more words. So it's always good practice, okay? Good job, guys. So I think 2 or 3 of you had this one right, but not that many. Haha, good, it's challenging. All right, next one. Would you, I had not told them about the party. Would you, I had not told them about the party. So I know a lot of you are going to think prefer, I think. But look at the tense. I guess you would use the past tense as well with it though. But we have a past tense after the gap. Hopefully this is going to help you to find the missing word. It's kind of similar to prefer, but you don't really use it with would. You can use prefer and would together, but it's not a necessity. The word we're missing that we need here needs would. It's almost always used with would. So what could it be? What do you think that? What do you think that? What do you think? Ah, okay, I see what you're saying, Cristiano and Pella. Believe. No, not at all. Not meant, not care, no, Bring it up, that, no. Again here, guys, I said it has a similar meaning to prefer, but it's a structure that we use with would. Not mind. Not mind. Mind does not have the same meaning as prefer, and that's what we're looking for. So a synonym, kind of prefer. Nothing? This one is a little bit challenging, I guess. You're right. Come on, guys. Let's try 1 or 2 more guesses, and then I'll give you the answers. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Try and give me an answer. Yes, Lolly, well done. Yes, English Vibes, congratulations. Very good. Well done, guys. It is rather. Would you rather I had not told them about the party? This means, do you think it would have been better if I hadn't told them about the party? But it's much longer to say it this way, okay? Or would you have preferred if I hadn't told them about the party? Would you rather is just so much simpler and easier. Good job. Would you rather I had not told them about the party? Very good. Fantastic. Next. This one's an easy one. I think you're going to know. So, me know. If you can come to the party, I need to buy the food tonight. Okay? So you're asking the other person to tell you. Okay? So you're asking the other person to tell you. So what are we going to use? Obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious. What kind of word are we looking for here? I just said it. I said verb. Damn it. Okay, but I see some of you are already writing the answer. Okay, good. Good. All right. I'm so bad. I always give away the answer. Exactly. To let somebody or someone know. Okay. And Krishanu, you wrote Lemme, L-E-M-M-E. This is correct, but this is mostly just for speaking, okay? Let me know. Good job. And last one in this category. This one's going to be a challenging one. It is. Andres was at a to explain why he was late for class again. This expression basically means he couldn't. He couldn't think of anything. He had no excuse. Okay, there was nothing to do, but this is quite it's more advanced than most things I do usually. So let's see if you have any idea what the correct word, the missing word is. Okay, so Andres was at a to explain why he was late for class again. Again, guys, if you're trying to see how to fill it in, you can see that we have a gap and there's an article before and no noun after. So the word we're looking for is definitely a noun. Definitely a noun. Now the question is, what noun is it? So it's not panic. It's not panic. I see why you chose that, but it's not panic, Rishanu. Winston, come here. It's being naughty again. Winston. Winston, come here. Good boy. Oh, wow, English vibes. Good job. That was a hard one and you got it. Good. I'm not going to let you guys hanging for too long because this is something that I feel you don't know. This is an excuse to be at a loss. It means you just can't, you don't know, okay? If you're at a loss to explain, you just can't explain it. You have no excuse. You don't know what to say, okay? Good, yeah. I see a lot of you tried. Good try, guys. But yeah, this is part of an expression. You either know the word or you don't. Okay, Lolly also had it. At a loss. Well done. Good job, guys. Very good. Exactly, to be at loss means that you're confused what to say, you don't know what to say. Good job. All right. Good. So we're going to move on to the next part, guys. That one's going to be a little bit more challenging. Before we move on though, make sure that you have liked the video. Give it a big thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Good. So, last part. Sentence transformation. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Let's have a look. So we're gonna do the first one. I don't want to mess up your scores if you're actually being competitive and you want to know your score. But I'm still gonna help you through the first one. So we have a sentence. I used to find the noise of the city strange, but now I don't find it strange. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a word. You need to use used. To do what? To complete this sentence. It's basically a synonym sentence. They both have the same meaning. They express the exact same thing, but they use a different structure. So what you need to do, you need to figure out in the orange sentence, in the gap, what is the missing information, okay? Because if they both have the same meaning, the second sentence is obviously missing some information that the first sentence has. So that's what you have to do. And you need to use the word used right here. You need to use this word to fill in the blanks, okay? I think you're allowed to maximum 5 words if I remember correctly. Okay, good. So this one's not too difficult because you're usually familiar with use, used to, and all of those words. So I see some of you are writing that correctly. Bella is saying used to. English Vibes is saying I'm used to. I'm used to. Lolly as well. Good job. Well done, guys. So yes, I used to find the noise of the city strange, but now I don't find it strange. I used to find the noise of the city strange, but now I am used to it. Okay, here I don't have to repeat, but now I'm used to the noise because we've already referred to it before. Okay, but we could have said, but I am used to the noise. That works. Okay, good job. All right, so I think you kind of get the idea. Again, guys, this is a much more challenging type of activity, but it also means that you're able to express the same thing differently, which is really good. You don't want to say the same thing over and over again. You have to diversify what you say, what you write, how you say it, how you write it. Okay? Okay, good job. I'm used to the noise. I'm used to the noise. I'm used to it. Good. Fantabulous. Next one. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so the next one is I don't really want to go out tonight. And we need to use the word rather again. Okay. And the sentence we need to fill in is I didn't say it. I out tonight. And remember, we must use rather. Okay? Hey Jerry the Can, how are you? This is a bit of a more intense live today where we're doing a bit of grammar and vocabulary. This is an exam kind of style activity, so it's a bit intense. Okay, so Pella, you're saying I've done loads of activities like this. Yes, again, because this is a very common type of activity. Sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. I've particularly taught this a lot with the Cambridge exams, so it's normal that you would be familiar with that. I can see that. All right. So some people are saying would rather, but you need more than just would rather. I would rather out tonight? That's not quite right. You're missing more words. Remember, you're allowed to use as much as 5 words, if I'm correct, I think. So would rather, good. We need that. I would rather. But what else? What else? I can actually think of 2 possible options, 2 possible answers for this one. I would not rather out tonight. But what is your verb, guys? I would rather is always followed by a verb. So you need a verb. What is the action if you out? You go. Okay? Cambridge, that's true. I always say Cambridge. It's Cambridge. You're right. You're right. That's one of those words I cannot say right. I'm sorry. I'd rather stay alone. But you're changing the sentence. We still need to use out. You've taken the B1 Cambridge exam. Good. I would rather not to go out. Close. Very close. You have 1 little extra word, Pella. I would rather not go out tonight. We're not going to say I would rather not to go out tonight. I would rather not go out tonight. But I can think of another option that's kind of similar. Let me write it as well. So, I would rather, 1 second, what was the original? I really don't, Okay, let's say the original sentence said that we don't want to go out, okay? So I'd rather we didn't go out, okay? Now, the difference is in general, if you're just talking about something, a preference for you, you tend to use the infinitive, like in the first one. I would rather not go out tonight. But if there's other people involved, it's more common to use the one with the past afterwards, okay? That's pretty much the main difference, okay? Okay, so you're all kind of quite right, but not 100 though. Now, I know how to say Leicester. I know how to say that one. Loughborough? I think that the last one is Loughborough or something like that. We could also say this with the verb fancy. You'd have to change the sentence quite a lot. For example, I don't really fancy going out tonight. Or I'm not in the mood. That's also a way of saying that. But we'd need to change the sentence a bit too much. The structure would be quite different. Okay, let's move on to the next one, guys. Tuck, 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 tuck. This one. You know what, English vibes? I know the subjunctive doesn't really exist in English and it's replaced by the past simple kind of. This is something I'm not completely familiar with. I know it is in the conditionals. I know in many languages we would use a subjunctive. I guess we could say it is the English subjunctive, but on this, that's probably one of the grammar points that I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say it is a subjunctive because I'm not sure, but it's very, very possible, okay? I don't want to say something wrong, so I'll just leave it as it is, okay? Just know that you're going to use a past simple most of the time after would rather, okay? It's not your cup of tea. Yes, that's a great way of saying that you don't really like something. Okay. Alright, well, good luck with your chess tournament, Krishanu. Okay, so that was a sentence. The match was cancelled because it was raining heavily. We need to use, I see English Vibes is trying to think about cancelled, but that's not what we're looking for. We're going to have to use the word rain. This one might be slightly easier than others. Let's see. The match was cancelled due. So first of all, what do we always have after due? Due is followed by a little preposition. What is it? And then due is usually followed by nouns. So, what? Now remember, both sentences have the same meaning, the same content. So what is the information that's missing from the first sentence? Okay, we have the match was cancelled, the match was cancelled. Because and then due something. Those two have a similar meaning, right? Now, because is followed by an actual sentence, subject and verb minimum. But due to, good job guys, is usually followed by a noun. Now, a lot of you are saying due to the rain, good. But we're still missing some kind of information. Look, at the top after because it says because it was raining heavily. Heavily. This is also the information we need to get into the second sentence. So, yes, Anna Rita, good job. Because due to heavy rain. Due to, very, very good. So let's change that. Due to. I think it's even the heavy rain. What was it, the first sentence? Because it was raining. Due to heavy rain, depends on if you know whether you've experienced that rain or not. Remember, we use articles when something is more specific. Here we're missing context, but both could work, okay? Same as on account of the rain. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah. DJ Taylor RooTube, you're saying because of the streakers. If you don't know, guys, it's those people that just take off their clothes and start running through a field. So it could have been the reason why, but no, it was the heavy rain. Good. All right, and next one, we have two more to go, guys. Nobody in the office works nearly as hard as... Well, we have a mistake here. As hard as Ralph. We don't need the than here, okay? You've missed out too. Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you. Due to the heavy rain. Absolutely. Okay? So nobody in the office works nearly as hard as Ralph. And we need to use far. This one should be slightly more what am I doing? Sorry. This one's probably going to be a little bit more challenging than others. Let me just make that pretty. The sentence we need to fill in is Ralph is person in the office. So, if nobody works as hard as Ralph, that means he works really, really hard. Maybe harder than everybody else. So think about that, okay? When you have as, that's usually a comparative of equality. It means it's on the same level. But in the first sentence, we have nobody. This is a negative word, so it adds a negative to it. So it's not equal anymore. There's one that's higher than the other. Okay, we have an actual comparative because we have that negative aspect. So this one's going to be a little bit more challenging. Farthest, that would be for far. We're not trying to change the word here, far. You just have to use it as is, okay? No. So, when something is much more, it's quite common to use by far. So this is one of the things we need to use in this sentence. By far. So Ralph is by far, that's the beginning, okay? Now we need to express that comparative in the sentence. And actually, we're not really comparing here. Oh no. All right, I'll give you the answer and I'll go over it together. Ralph is so far so good. No. Okay, so let me write the answer, guys. Ralph is by far the most hardworking person in the office. If there's nobody that works as hard as him, he works the most, the hardest. So by far means it's, really like he works so much more. Yes, Bella, that was good. You got it. Good, okay? Ralph is by far the most hardworking person in the office. That means he works a lot more than everybody else. So if he works a lot more than everybody else, nobody works as hard as he does. Okay? Yes, I can see you had written it, Pella. Just remember there's a little delay between the moment that you write the comment and I receive it. That's why maybe I hadn't seen it, okay? Is it spoken like that? Yeah, it's said. It is. It's just you're just familiar with more normal, simpler structures, but as you advance, it's quite common. And also keep in mind that in English, I feel that people prefer to use positive structures than negative structures in general, okay? So it's more common to say he is taller than me than to say I'm shorter than him. That's kind of pushing it to the extreme, okay? But in general, it's more common to use positive structures. So that's why, here, the second one is also correct. It's a common one, okay? Yes, Khalid, it can be used, absolutely. By far means a lot more. A lot more. It's kind of another way of saying it. You just can't use it in all the same ways as you use a lot more. Okay? Yeah, this one was a tricky one. Again, guys, this is C1. If you're not fully understanding it yet, that's okay. Sometimes it takes a few times to understand some a grammar point, for example. But at least you're becoming familiar with it. You've heard of it, and next time you see it, it will maybe make a little bit more sense, okay? I'm not planning on doing a full grammar lesson right now, okay? But if this is something you're really interested in, let me know, and I can do that. I'm trying not to do too much grammar because I know a lot of people don't like grammar, which is unfortunate because I really like grammar. But yeah, just let me know, guys, if you'd like me to do something more, really grammar focused one day. I'll do that, okay? So let's have a look at the last one. Last one's an easy one, I think. Tourists may not enter the temple. Tourists may not enter the temple. Okay, we need to use the word allowed. This, just by seeing the word allowed, you should be thinking, oh yeah, that's an easy one, definitely. And here is our sentence. Tourists, the temple. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Fill in the blanks. Yeah, exactly. That gives you ideas of what to learn next. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, Lolly, that's an easy one, isn't it? Yeah. Are not allowed. That's what Lolly said. Okay, anybody else has any guesses for this one? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, English Vibes is also saying tourists are not allowed to enter the temple. Okay, that's good. Be careful not to forget the to. Allowed is, okay, you might not be aware, but allowed or be allowed to is a modal verb. It's just not a pure modal verb like can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. This is, I've heard it called either marginal modal or what's the other word I've heard? Semi-modal. I've also heard semi-modals, okay? So one of the particularities of this particular modal is that it is followed by to. Always, okay? Good, so exactly, very good, guys. The answer is tourists are not allowed to enter the temple. And be very careful, I see none of you made that mistake, okay? But a lot of people tend to write allowed, A-L-O-U-D. That means basically out loud, okay? Not quiet, allowed. Which is different from allowed, which indicates permission. All right. Okay, guys, so very good. We've reached the end, basically. So I'm very curious, what did you get? How many points did you get, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Again, this last exercise was much more challenging, okay, than maybe the first one on prepositions or the third one on fill in the blanks. But I did that on purpose, okay? I don't want you to get everything right. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time, okay? It needs to be a little bit challenging. And on top of that, you're listening to someone speaking in English. So that's really good. That's fantastic. Okay? All right, so let's move on to our bye-bye slide. All right. So, remember, I think somebody's doing some work. Was good thing we're finishing the live, okay? So I'm gonna try and speak over that loud noise now. Guys, feel free to ask me a few questions in the comment section now, okay? While we do that, I'll just remind you that you could become this week's patron and get a big shout out on YouTube on Saturday during our weekly listening practice. To do that, super easy. Get me a cup of coffee. Where? Right there, www.co-fi.com. Okay, this is a little website where you can get me a coffee, or 2 or 3 or 20, that's up to you. And this is a little contribution that I will use to either buy I need new light bulbs, by the way, for my lamps, for my lights. So things like that. I need a new mic. There's loads of things. The software I'm using as well for the lives. There's lots of things that I could do to improve, the whole live, or all of my lessons. Sorry, I'm being very, very disturbed by that. This is bothering me. All right, guys. So yeah, if you can, if you want, if you're interested, if you want to shout out, check out my account at www.coffee.com. Just look for My Little English Page, like everything. I'm always My Little English Page on everything. Okay, guys? You guys weren't counting. Well, that's okay. Think about it again. You can even redo the live and let me know later in the comment section. That could be good. Yeah. All right. So thank you. Maybe we. Thank you, guys. English vibes. Homophones. Are you looking maybe for a lesson on homophones? That could be a thing. Absolutely. Just to remind you guys, our next live is going to be a listening with fables, obviously, and it's going to be on Saturday. We're back on the regular schedule on Saturday at 11 a.m. GMT plus 2. Stop it, people. And not on Sunday like last week. That was exceptional. It's not going to happen again, I hope. But this is a Saturday meeting thing, okay, guys? So it's the perfect opportunity to wake up, sleep in a little bit, sleep late, grab a cup of coffee and join me for the listening practice. Just saying, you could do that. It's nice. All right, guys. Also, we have a very, very special guest this week. Again, as you know, every week we have a new teacher. This time, I think, it's our first male teacher, and he's American. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say more. You're going to have to guess. But on Friday, I will put a little clue out on Instagram, maybe Facebook as well, to see if you can guess. Okay? All right. So, by the way, I was here all lesson just watching silent. That's okay. Thank you, Halid, for watching. Thank you. Take care, people. Have a nice day and continue with your great English skills. Thank you, Jerry. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Until next time, DJ Tyler, YouTube, and bye-bye, everyone. Okay? So see you very, very, very soon. See you. Ooh, guys, I said it was a male teacher, not a female teacher. A male American. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. Okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson, that you had fun, and that's it for today. Now I'm just going to put a little bye-bye little video slide so that I can put my little click on things later. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, keep on learning. Bye-bye. So guys, if you are curious and you want to hear me speak French, my native language, make sure to check the video that I released last week on how to pronounce the alphabet.